Welcome to Curious Caravan. I'm Jason, and with me is my co host Lizette. We're here to take you on a journey to America's most curious, quirky, and downright unforgettable spots.
Yep, so if you're into hidden gems, oddball attractions, and a little nostalgia, you're in the right place. Every episode, we're going to dive into a new destination that'll have you itching to explore, or at least give you a fun story to share.
So buckle up because we're about to take you off the beaten path of some of the weirdest and most wonderful places around. Let's dive right into Curious Caravan. Happy Friday, everyone. TGIF. Another
TGIF.
another week down for the books, and welcome to Curious Caravan. I'm Jason, and this is, of course, good old Lizette over there. And what are we talking about today? Well, it's officially summer. I mean, it is summer, and we are thinking of what do we want to do this summer? What's on our summer bucket list? What's on your summer bucket list? And we have some fun things to talk about, don't we?
Yeah, we do. I am excited about summer finally being here as a Gemini. I love summer, and it's just my favorite season.
See, summer to me is the signal that I've got 3 more months until my fall decorations can come out and I switch into pumpkin spice season. I can't say that I'm like the biggest fan of heat, especially being here in Florida, and May has already been historically hot here. We have been hitting like the 90s with like a heat index of like 103. So it's going to be a very hot, hot summer. And of course, we've got the wonderful Florida hurricane season now going into full swing. So that should be fun as well. But, it doesn't mean that I can't have fun this summer. And there is always fun things to do. So I've got a
Yes.
few things on my agenda that I'm hoping to accomplish this summer. And I assume you have some for us today too.
I do. Most of mine are trips. I want to do so many trips. So I want
Well,
to hear
that's
yours though.
fun. Well,
Uh,
mine's more activity based, but I will say my number one experience that I'm looking forward to this summer is going to Universal's new Epic Universe, which opened last week. It's their new theme park, which doesn't happen often, new theme parks opening, but it's Universal's fourth theme park because they've got Universal Islands of Adventure, they've got the classic Universal Studios, and then they have the water park.
oh.
So they are booked and busy. So
Tell me about what this is. I've seen it everywhere on social media. So, like, what could I look forward to if I went to Universal's Epic Universe?
so Epic Universe is bringing in new lands. So
Mm-hmm.
they've got the Monsters Unleashed world, which is all like classic Universal Studios horror monsters, from the Wolfman to Frankenstein to Dracula. It's totally
Oh.
horror themed. They have this really cool like windmill that's like the centerpiece of the land
Oh.
that like catches fire every 15 minutes.
Oh, wow.
And
In the
it's
deer
kind of
heat.
and it's set up in this really cool way where it's all portals. So you like enter these different portals into the different lands, and it's really, really neat. The way it's set up is, hold
These
on, I'm pulling it up so I can see it.
Oh, good. There are so many different worlds within this one park. Like they've got Super Nintendo World, they've got
Yes.
Wizarding Worlds of Harry Potter, like Ministry of Magic and Train How to Train Your Dragon. And also, I don't understand fully the Celestial Park, but I imagine it's,
So it's like their
stars.
original land.
The Nintendo World looks very Nintendo heavy in like a very cool way. I'm looking at it right now, and you're essentially in Super Mario Brothers.
You are. And there's a
That's
Yoshi ride, which is very exciting to me.
What's the
Um,
Yoshi ride?
it's just a little roller coaster, a Yoshi
Oh,
roller coaster, which I think is really fun.
you a big
And
roller coaster person? I never have asked
okay,
you that.
so I used to be. I loved going to theme parks. I loved doing roller coasters. I loved the thrills of it. I really now I hitting, I don't know if it's just because of age or whatever, or my equilibrium, but I like rides. I do like them, but I can
Yeah.
only pretty much do them once. I'm not one of these people who can like ride them over and over and over again. And
Fair.
then, like some people, I will get very sick. But I do enjoy thrill rides. I enjoy it in a limited
Capacity.
capacity. So, but my big thing is I'm the most excited about because I'm a horror fan and I love horror movies
Hmm.
is the monster, like the dark universe at Epic Universe, because the classic monsters are really, really cool. And they've got the Frankenstein experiment, which is Monsters Unleashed. They've got the Curse of the Werewolf ride. And then they've got the Burning Blade Tavern, which is what I had said about the windmill that catches on fire and you can eat there. It's just cool. Like if you're into horror and it's like something you want to explore, the dark universe section is really, really neat. And then it has like the Nintendo Land if you want to unleash your inner kid, which is super exciting. And of course, there's Celestial
Yes.
and the Wizarding World, which of course, Wizarding World has been expanded because, they've got it in Universal Islands of Adventure. They have it in the classic Universal. So you've got Diagon Alley, you've got Hogsmeade, and now you have the Ministry of Magic at the Wizarding World. And the way they've built the Ministry of Magic, I mean, you feel like you're in the Ministry of Magic. It is one of the most detailed areas, and like the whole queue is almost practically a ride itself. And you're basically in 1920s Paris, which is really neat.
Oh my
Um,
goodness.
so it's definitely a must.
I think I even saw Tom Felton from the original Harry Potter movies. He went and saw the Ministry of Magic, I'm pretty sure, which is kind of insane to think that maybe one of the actors will be there.
They always show up.
They always show up, but still, it's such a like thrill to see them there too, embracing this sort of place that's so reminiscent of their time during filming. So, I would love to see this part. I am a big Harry Potter fan. I'm kind of obsessed. So I didn't even put this on my list, and I'm glad you did because this is awesome.
Yeah, and the Celestial Park is almost like the cosmic, it's like the
Hmm.
cosmic wondrous kind of area. It's the center of like the whole Epic Universe experience. So it's got dancing fountains, it's got lush gardens. It has the Stardust Racers roller coaster, which is apparently a real hit. People really love it.
Oh,
And it allows you to then, enter all the other portals, which I think is really cool. So for me, I'm excited. I'm really excited to go. I'm waiting until later in the summer when it's died down, but I'm excited to go. So that's number one on my list. So what's number one on yours?
ah, mine is not a theme park, unfortunately. Mine are mostly trips. I think theme parks terrify me a little, only because I am not a roller coaster person. I like zip lining, but that's about it. But on my list, I really want to go to Cape Cod.
Oh,
I
fun.
I know, it's so cute. Gives very, East Coast vibes. They've got a train tour that you can take around the cod, and I think that would be so cute. Get a little snack, look at the views, all of that. But Martha's Vineyard is on that list.
They shot Jaws there.
Did they? I had
Yeah,
no idea.
yeah, they shot Jaws at Martha's Vineyard.
Oh my goodness. Then I would definitely go on a Jaws tour
Well, you should
on a
watch it before
vacation.
you go. Because then you
Yes.
can compare the places. It was Amity Island in the movie, but Martha's Vineyard is where they shot it. So yeah, it's classic New England up there.
They even have a place called Sandwich. There's a town in like the Cod area
Called
called
Sandwich.
Sandwich. Yes. I mean, hopefully they have good sandwiches, but I know they're well known for glass blowing. They even got like a glass museum. That's how authentic it is to its origination. But I just find the history of the East Coast and all of that very cool to me. I'm a big history person when it comes to going on places and discovering its history, so that's why I'd want to see it. But yeah, Martha's Vineyard, Cape Cod area, just kind of see it all because again, I've never been to the East Coast that direction, so really would love to see it all. And that's my little quip.
Definitely a must for summer, especially the beaches in Cape Cod are always nice.
And it'll be a
Well,
little cooler than it is in Florida or Texas. So
yes.
honestly,
Well, keeping with the beach theme, one
mm,
of my bucket list items is I want to go parasailing. I've never been, and here in the Sarasota area, we have this beautiful, beautiful Siesta Key, which is one of the top beaches in the world and they do
Yeah.
parasailing. And I've always wanted to do it. I recently went through a major weight loss transformation and now I am of weight to be able to do it. So
Ooh.
I am, it's been one of those when it was either go parasailing or skydiving. And I think, parasailing feels a little bit closer to the earth for me, plane. So, I'm excited. I've always wanted to do it and I think it'd be a lot of fun.
Jason, are you an adrenaline junkie? It's starting to sound like it.
No, I'm really not. There's just like I have moments.
No,
I
I
have
love that.
little flurries and moments. So
It's peaks. You've got some peaks for adrenaline.
exactly.
I
So
am a down to earth person, but that kind of leads me back to mine. I was gonna say, since I'm grounded and I do not like to go up in the air for any random reason, I've got a bunch of hikes.
particular places.
I want to go to Colorado Springs. So I went as a kid. You know, when you go as kids to like places, you really don't get the full experience only because your brain's still developing, your memories are kind of foggy, getting there is fine. But Colorado Springs, we went as a kid with my entire family, and I remember seeing this place called Garden of the Gods.
Oh,
So, yeah, it's this beautiful kind of oasis, bit of a desert, but also, because it's West Colorado. So, it's going to be a little bit more desert than you imagine Colorado's like green, lush views. So, Garden of the Gods, the mountains are so high and you're just staring in awe, and it's so peaceful. So, so peaceful. And I want to check that out along with, I think we had done this place called Broadmoor Seven Falls. So, it's like this beautiful, like you go up the mountains and you can like see a little bit of a waterfall, kind of get the views. I think this was the part of the trip though that when getting up there, you're going up the mountain on a one way sort of, you know how small those lanes are.
oh, I know.
Yeah, exactly. And there's five of us total, plus, the rest of my family. So we are in this big white van that fits all of us and going up that mountain. I remember thinking, oh my God, we're gonna die. We didn't, obviously, but I do want to see that as an adult. That is my adrenaline.
Well,
Like,
while you're there,
yeah.
because nearby Garden of the Gods is the
Hmm.
Rockledge Ranch Historic Site, which
Oh,
is a scenic park with old-fashioned houses, and there's some really cool interpretive guides there, and it depicts farm life from the 1700s to early 1900s.
holy
So,
moly. My history
yeah,
fix.
there's horses. It's kind of like a really cool, the historic buildings. So I know you and your history. So maybe get some hikes in and then check out the local
Yeah.
farming life near there because it's right
No,
nearby.
that sounds incredible. I wonder if they have one of those inclusive dude ranches out there. I would love to see that. That'd be kind of cool because everything's included in that. So it'd be kind of nice not to have to worry about things.
Oh, I
But
am stay on a dude ranch, do your hiking, see some
yeah.
history, and then, have a chuck wagon dinner in the evening.
I love a good chuck wagon. I've had one for the first time last year. Being in
Oh,
Texas,
fun.
yeah, it's kind of shocking to be honest, but delicious.
Oh, I'm
So
sure.
good.
Good old Southern cuisine.
Ah, yes, but
Sticks to your ribs.
yep. What's next on your list though? Because I've talked enough about Colorado Springs. I
Well,
want to hear
mine,
what's yours.
well, mine isn't some big epic garden of the gods. I have planned for the end of the summer in August to go to a Katy Perry concert. That's my trip. And I'm gonna, shake it like it's last Friday night. My very first and only concert was when I was 17 and I went to see Britney Spears in one of her first tours. And that was the only concert experience I ever had. I figured
What?
if I wanted to go to another concert, then now at 40, let's go and experience Katy Perry live. So I'm going to go have a little fun, summer concert fun.
Jason, I'm so shocked that your only one was Britney Spears, which incredible, honestly, for the first one and only one. That's insane. I love that.
Well, concerts are there's, in my opinion, time and mental investment that you have to deal with in terms of
Yep,
parking and getting
true.
there and leaving there and then being with the huge crowds of people. And
Yeah.
there's a lot involved with it, but I'm excited. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So, it's kind of like to end the summer. My little end of the summer blowout is going to be a dancing at a Katy Perry concert. So
Why Katy Perry? You're just a huge fan?
I've always loved her music. I
Ah,
can't,
fair.
so
No, that's
it's a
fair.
thing I've always had on in the background. And not I mean, it always depends on like if you're gonna go to a concert, it should be more of an event concert. So for me, this felt like, one that could be a
Yeah,
lot of fun.
like a show. I get that. That'd be a good one. She's like on the scale of big stage as like, in my opinion, Pink. Pink does like a lot of aerial
Oh
stuff on
yeah,
hers.
yeah.
So yeah, no, she'd be a good concert. I
So
love
what's your final bucket list experience?
my final bucket list, as I always say during travel, is somewhere in the Pacific Northwest. I need to get out there. I need to figure it out and see that. I picked Cannon Beach, but I think I kind of want to expand it a little bit because I'm a weirdie and I want to go see all the places where they shot Twilight.
Yes, go to Forks
Yes,
and go to Port Angeles in the Pacific Northwest.
exactly. I just would be in awe of all the places. Like, oh my God, this is where Edward pushed the car. This is where they were filming the scene, you
Well, they
know?
actually didn't film there, but
No, they've, yeah, it's a little
filmed
bit
in
of
Oregon.
ways.
But you can
Yeah,
still go and pretend.
I can pretend. But yeah, Cannon Beach is up there because I think this one would be more of a kind of retreat to slow down the like fast pace of life and just kind of be in the moment. They've got a
You're just
lot of good food. But
you're just
yeah,
wanting to go all around
I know. I gotta
the
hit up all US spots.
all the U.S. traveler Lizette this summer. She's gonna be crisscrossing the United States.
No, truly. I think that's a good point. I didn't even realize I picked East, West, and, Midwest even. So,
You're geographically rounded.
that's what I can consider.
Well, fun. Well, guys, that's all that we have for today. But, we hope that you're getting your summer planning all together. Share with us what your summer bucket list
We would love to
travel
hear
plans
it.
are. We'd love to hear. Until next time, stay curious. Have a good one.
Bye, everyone. Thanks for joining us on this adventure. We hope you enjoyed the journey as much as we did.
Don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review Curious Caravan on your favorite podcast platform. It helps more curious minds like you find us.
And if you're hungry for more weird and wonderful travel, follow us on social for extra content and behind the scenes sneak peeks.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep being curious, and we'll catch you on the next episode of Curious Caravan.